When it comes to health, we often talk about diet, exercise, sleep, or stress management. But there's one area of human health that people rarely discuss openly, even though it plays a powerful role in both physical and mental well being. I'm talking about masturbation. Now, before you feel uncomfortable or tempted to click away, I want you to know that what I'm sharing with you is backed by science, it's natural, and it's something that can improve your health in more ways than you might realize. Masturbation is a normal part of human sexuality. It's something that most people do at some point in their lives, whether they admit it or not. Yet for generations, it's been surrounded by shame, myths, and silence. That silence often leaves people wondering, is this good for me? Is it harmful? Should I feel guilty? My goal today is to clear the air and help you see this for what it truly is: a safe, healthy, and surprisingly beneficial activity for your body and your mind. I'm going to share with you 5 surprising health benefits of masturbation that many people don't even know about. By the time you finish this video, you'll understand why something so natural can actually be an important part of maintaining overall health. I promise you, this is not about promoting unhealthy behaviors or telling you what you should do. Instead, it's about giving you the facts so you can make informed choices about your body without fear, guilt, or misinformation. But before I dive into these 5 benefits, let me ask you something. What have you heard about masturbation while growing up? Did you hear it was harmful? Did someone tell you it was shameful or even dangerous? Or did you perhaps never hear about it at all? I'd love to know what myths or messages you were exposed to. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, because your story could help someone else who's still carrying confusion or shame around this subject. Now, let's talk about the benefits. And remember, I'm not just throwing random claims at you. These are real, evidence-based effects that masturbation can have on your health. The first benefit is one that might surprise you the most because it connects directly to how your body handles stress. When you masturbate, your brain releases a powerful cocktail of chemicals: dopamine, endorphins, and oxytocin. These are the same chemicals that make you feel pleasure, comfort, and connection. They also work to reduce stress hormones like cortisol. Think about it. We live in a world where stress is everywhere. Deadlines, bills, responsibilities, relationships, they can all weigh heavily on your shoulders. And while we all know that stress damages your body in the long run, very few of us consistently use natural ways to counter it. Masturbation, believe it or not, is one of those natural stress relievers. Have you ever noticed how your body feels more relaxed afterward? That's not just in your head. Your nervous system actually shifts into a calmer state. Your muscles let go of tension, your breathing slows down, and you experience a kind of reset. This is why so many people report that they feel lighter and calmer afterward, almost like they've pressed a little internal reset button. And let me emphasize something here. Reducing stress isn't a small thing. Chronic stress is linked to heart disease, high blood pressure, weakened immunity, digestive problems, and even mental health struggles like anxiety and depression. So when you give your body a chance to reset through something natural, safe, and free like masturbation, you're doing yourself a favor. It's a tool you carry with you everywhere, and it costs nothing. The second surprising benefit ties into sleep. If you've ever struggled with falling asleep, you know how frustrating it can be. You lie there, tossing and turning, your mind racing. Now, masturbation is not a cure for insomnia, but it can absolutely help your body prepare for rest. After orgasm, your brain releases not just dopamine and oxytocin, but also a hormone called prolactin. Prolactin is strongly associated with relaxation and drowsiness. In fact, it's one of the reasons people often feel sleepy afterward. Sleep is one of the cornerstones of health. Without good sleep, your immune system suffers, your mood suffers, your concentration drops, and even your metabolism takes a hit. So if masturbation helps you wind down, release tension, and fall asleep faster, that's not something to dismiss. It's an accessible, safe, and drug-free method to support better rest. And here's something else to think about. Poor sleep affects nearly every system in the body, but when you give yourself the gift of restful nights, you're supporting heart health, brain health, emotional stability, and even better relationships. So if a little self-pleasure before bed helps you sleep more soundly, that's a real tangible health benefit. The third benefit is about sexual health itself. A lot of people think masturbation is somehow less than partnered sex, or that it's a kind of unhealthy substitute. But in reality, masturbation helps you learn about your body. It allows you to understand what you enjoy, what feels good, and how your body responds. And here's why that matters. The more you know about your own body, the more confident you can be in any sexual situation. Masturbation promotes healthy sexual function. For men, it can help with maintaining erectile health by increasing blood flow and keeping the tissue active. For women, it can increase vaginal lubrication, improve pelvic floor strength, and even reduce discomfort during sex by keeping the tissues healthy and responsive. And regardless of gender, it can help you become more comfortable with your sexuality, which reduces anxiety and boosts confidence. I want to pause here and address a common concern. Some people worry that masturbation will make them less interested in partnered sex, but the truth is often the opposite. When you're comfortable with your own body, you're more likely to communicate your needs and feel confident with a partner. It's not a replacement, it's a way of deepening your understanding of yourself, which can actually enhance intimacy. The fourth surprising benefit has to do with pain relief. This one surprises a lot of people, but yes, masturbation can actually help reduce certain kinds of pain. Here's how. When you orgasm, your body releases endorphins, which are your body's natural painkillers. These endorphins can reduce the perception of pain in conditions like menstrual cramps, headaches, or muscle tension. Some studies even suggest that sexual arousal and orgasm can reduce the frequency or intensity of migraines in some individuals. Think about how empowering that is. Instead of always reaching for a pill, sometimes your own body has the tools to ease discomfort naturally. Of course, this doesn't mean masturbation is a cure-all for pain, but it's a reminder that your nervous system, your hormones, and your body's own chemistry are powerful allies in keeping you comfortable. The fifth and final benefit I want to share may be the most important one, and it has to do with mental health and emotional well-being. In a world where so many of us struggle with anxiety, loneliness, or self-doubt, masturbation can offer comfort, connection, and self-acceptance. When you touch your own body in a caring, intentional way, you're not just seeking pleasure, you're also reinforcing the message that your body is worthy of attention and care. Masturbation helps release oxytocin, sometimes called the bonding hormone, which contributes to feelings of warmth, closeness, and even self-compassion. For people who feel lonely, stressed, or disconnected, this can provide a sense of comfort and grounding. I want you to notice something. Each of these benefits, stress reduction, better sleep, sexual health, pain relief, and emotional well-being, are not trivial. They're essential parts of a healthy, balanced life. Masturbation isn't just about pleasure, it's about supporting your body and your mind in very real ways. Now, I know that for some people, even hearing these benefits might feel uncomfortable. Maybe you grew up being told that masturbation was shameful, sinful, or damaging. Maybe you were warned with scary myths that it would cause blindness, weakness, or infertility. Let me assure you, none of those myths are true. They were born out of fear and misunderstanding, not science. And unfortunately, those myths have left many people carrying guilt for something that is entirely natural and safe. If you've ever felt guilty about this, I want you to pause for a moment and breathe. You are not doing anything wrong by exploring your own body. In fact, by understanding your own body and giving yourself permission to experience pleasure, you are practicing self-care. And self-care is a fundamental part of health. Let's also address another common fear, the idea of addiction. Some people worry that masturbation can become addictive or harmful if done too often. This is an important point because anything can become unhealthy if it interferes with daily life, responsibilities, or relationships. But for the vast majority of people, masturbation is simply a healthy outlet. The key is balance. If you find that it's becoming compulsive or interfering with work, school, relationships, or overall well being, that's a signal to reflect and, if needed, reach out for professional support. But in moderation, masturbation is a safe and healthy part of human life. I also want to talk about the role of masturbation across different stages of life. For teenagers, it can be a natural way to learn about their developing bodies. For adults, it can be a way to relieve stress and maintain healthy sexual function. For older adults, especially those who may not have a sexual partner, masturbation can help maintain intimacy with their own bodies, prevent sexual decline, and support emotional health. At every stage of life, the body benefits in unique ways. Something else that's important is how masturbation intersects with relationships. Some people worry that if they're in a relationship, masturbation means something is missing or that they're betraying their partner. But that's not the case. Many healthy, happy relationships include both partnered sex and solo sex. In fact, masturbation can enhance relationships because it allows each person to understand their own needs and communicate them better. It's not competition, it's complementary. So let me bring all of this together for you. When you choose to embrace masturbation as a normal part of your life, you are not just choosing pleasure. You're choosing lower stress, better sleep, stronger sexual health, potential pain relief, and improved mental well-being. You're choosing to remove shame and replace it with self-acceptance. You're choosing to see your body as a source of comfort and resilience, not guilt. And here's the thing. This is not about frequency or meeting some kind of standard. It's about listening to your body. Some people may masturbate regularly, others occasionally, and some not at all. What matters is that you understand it as a safe, valid, and healthy option, one more tool in your self-care toolkit. Now, I'd like to turn this back to you. Think about your own health and your own well-being. Have you noticed how stress melts away after self-pleasure? Have you ever realized how much easier it is to fall asleep? Have you noticed that you feel more connected to your body, more confident, or less tense? Share your experiences in the comments. Remember, this is a safe community, and your openness might help someone else realize they're not alone. Before we wrap up, let me emphasize something that I believe is deeply important. Masturbation is personal. There is no right or wrong way to explore your body. There is no perfect number of times you should do it. The most important thing is how it fits into your life. If it's bringing you peace, relaxation, confidence, or comfort, then it's serving you well. If at any point it feels like it's creating problems, that's when it's worth reflecting and seeking guidance. Your body is not something to be ashamed of. Your body is your home, and taking care of it includes understanding how it works and what brings it balance. Masturbation is simply one expression of that care. When you view it through the lens of health instead of shame, it stops being taboo and starts being just another natural part of living well. And let's be honest, life can be overwhelming. Stress piles up, sleepless nights steal our energy, pain and tension remind us that our bodies are not machines, and loneliness or self-doubt can creep in when we least expect it. Masturbation doesn't solve every problem, but it does offer relief, comfort, and connection in a way that's built right into our biology. That's something worth embracing, not hiding. As we close, I want you to carry this with you. Masturbation is not something you need to feel guilty about. It is a safe, natural, and surprisingly powerful way to support your overall health. By understanding its benefits, you give yourself permission to let go of old myths and embrace a healthier, more compassionate relationship with your own body. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these benefits surprised you the most? Was it the stress relief, the help with sleep, the boost to sexual health, or maybe the impact on pain or mental well-being? Share your thoughts below, and let's start a conversation that helps more people see this topic in a new, healthy light. Thank you for being open-minded and for choosing to invest in your health by watching this video. Remember, your body deserves care, kindness, and respect. And sometimes the simplest, most natural things are the ones that help us the most. Stay healthy, stay kind to yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.